about it. And at the end of the process, you can decide if you want to go or not. Because some people, Durban, believe it or not, after they've been filed for, when it's time for either the second phase or time to go to the embassy for the interview, they decide that they don't want to go. And they cancel, they and the petitioner cancel the filings. And that's all a possibility. You have some people also who surrender their green cards. They give up the green cards because they don't want to live in America. And of course, as you know, if you have a green card, you're supposed to live and work in America. So for some people, whenever they travel, it becomes very a tense situation because they are sometimes pulled out the line and put in what we call secondary inspection to find out why they're spending so much time outside of the country. So some people apply for re-entry permits to give themselves some time to sort themselves out, or some persons just decide that they're going to give up, their green card. So there is a process for that, and we're happy to help you to do that if that's what you want to do.
And it seems there's always room, for example, for our entertainers. Sometimes you are holding a meds, as they say in Jamaican parlance, and
holding a what?
Holding a meds, MEDS.
I've not heard that one.
Okay. But it's essentially.
I am a woman of a certain age, so I guess I'm not the next words to that one.
It's essentially chili.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
Learn something new today.
Yes. So while you're there holding a milk, you're listening to a recording of a famous Jamaican, and you say, oh, long time I don't hear so and so, and then you hear, oh, he's living in Toronto now, or oh man, he's in Florida now, etc. Is there I would imagine there is an option for those who would want to, for the purposes of moving around for tours, etc., who would want to be able to operate from that space.
Certainly in terms of the U.S., I can't speak for Canada, but entertainers are able to get certain visas that allow them to work in the U.S. You have to be renowned. You have to be able to prove your stature, your ability, and your recognition. But most definitely, a lot of Jamaican entertainers have that option of moving around the U.S. because we are world renowned for our music, and we have a lot of it.
How we youth them just a die.
Senseless thing, man.
Parents can't feed them the
Or certain potential situations.
Well, in that context, and also in the context of a person seeking business visas abroad, we need to learn to document what we do. I find that sometimes when we do business, whether it's in the entertainment context or in the trade context, as a small business person, not a huge conglomerate, we don't tend to document things. So we just have verbal agreements, or we don't send emails. Even if you have a verbal agreement with somebody, just send the person an email to say, as we discussed, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for $1, $2, $3, and the person respond and say, yes, that's my understanding. That's a contract right there. May not be a contract in the sense of it's signed and witnessed, but it's evidence that you are in fact doing the type of business, or you are who you say you are. So that is one big element that I would say to people to try and make sure you keep a paper trail. And if you're written about in the newspapers, save it. Save those newspaper articles, blog reports nowadays. It's not just traditional newspapers that we were accustomed to, but there are a lot of coverage on blogs find on the internet. So try and save them. Just chronicle who you are and be able to document it. That's a big step for people.
Right, thank you. Useful information there. Listeners, if you're just tuning in, we're inside of Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington, and open to your questions, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Here's a message for you, Miss Delia. My son is filing for me. The embassy has the last update, which was on the 23rd of January. But up until now, I have not heard anything from them.
Well, I don't really know what that person means. They're gonna have to clarify what does that mean, the last update. I don't understand. I don't know what that means. Were they interviewed? What? I don't know.
And I hope the person is still listening so that he or she can message us with the updated information or to give us a better understanding. All right, let's go to a call in the meantime. This is Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington. And let's go to this caller. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling Your Legal Corner with Delia Walker Huntington. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss.
Afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hold on, let me
Yes,
see.
we can hear.
Go ahead.
I will ask this question. Well, in my case, because it's almost 20 years now, when I migrate and during the interview and the officer asked me if I'm married and I tell him no, and him say if I'm married before everything go through, the real news obscure everything and ask him what that means. Him say they're gonna mess up everything. If you're married, the person who filed for you no longer responsible for you. The person you're married to responsible for you. Now I hear some argument going around that during the process of people get married and when they go to take care of wife, what like that?
No. Be more specific. Tell me what your scenario is. Who filed for you?
Okay.
Your mother or father?
No, my mother.
Okay, so your mother filed for you as a single son.
Yeah.
When did you get married? Before or after you made your entry to the United States?
No, everything got through, we'll sleep from Jamaica and come straight here. But at the embassy, them ask me if I'm married, and I tell them no. No, and the guy is a white man. He say, if you're married before, everything got through, you gotta mess up everything. So after you get through, you get married.
So that's what I'm asking.
But
Alright, did you get married after you made a
no. Well, my question is, why you people, I'll be listening so you can explain so them understand. That during the process of people get married and then when they get through, you take care of them. It don't work like that. So I don't know if there's a new law or a change of new law.
It's not a new law. So if you're filed for as an unmarried son and you go to the embassy and you get approved on that basis that your mother or your father filed for you.
One moment, Miss Delia. One moment.
Sure.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now 3.
Artists sing about love and friendship amongst brothers and sisters, sisters and sisters. But in a film mind, the word love is sex. But if in a film mind, when you say I love you, I want to have sex with you. That is why I can't say to a man, Because his mind don't dead it so. You know, love no carry him all over. Big man, little man, young woman, children, all of them things there. If not integrate the concept of love in our everyday life. Yes, still every day we hear about love is the key, love is the answer, and love is this and love is that. Sometimes we have to wonder who created a word that we name love. Some people say love God, but they don't love man. Yeah, some people say, well, but God alone me love, you know, but God alone me trust. You know, we ask the question all the while. How can you say you love God that you cannot see, yet still you cannot love who you can see? First, you have to love who you can see, because who you can see is a manifestation of that which you cannot see. But I will say it again, but I guess you're supposed to get the picture. Because if you can only love just hypothetically, or you just love because you can say the word, and you don't love who you can see, and you say you love who you can't see, what is it that you are loving that you cannot see? What is it when you say you love God who you can't see? What you really mean? Is this God requiring you to love him or love it? What will happen if you decide, say, you love who you can see and love who you can't see? Why you have to give up one for the other? When you look on human beings and the birds and the trees and the animals them, you're supposed to see the goodness in those things. And in order to see the goodness in them, you have to see yourself in them. That is part of the Egyptian book of the dead, them call it the coming forth by day. To see the goodness in things, you have to see yourself in things. And if you could see yourself in the things, that would be a very honest part of reaching that love consciousness, that understanding of what love is all about. Not just male and female. Because you don't have to love somebody to have sex with them. We understand that is why so much women walk the streets at night and get money for their jobs in the night. And them know say you don't love them and them don't love you either. So it's not, sex is not love. Sex is not love. We have to get in ourselves and redefine. And we want to redefine. We want to define in our space. When we say love, what it means. Is it a man who say, him love the cat and him dog, but him no love the cow? Because him yam the cow and him yam goat. What is it? What is it? Why we interpret these words so? And why we have to carry everything between the legs? Why we have to do that? We have to wake up. Wake up to this reality. The reality is that we're all in this thing together and we have to work it out, and that the song say. I think I tell your friend the guy sing it, and then I was sing it over. We are all in this thing together and we have to work it out. So you see, when you look at a man and say, why you want to say, you don't trust man, you know. You don't trust nobody. And that's some man, that's some youth are reason, you know. And the person who must say, hey, watch out. A man look at the next man, you know, and say, he don't trust nobody, you know. That means that the man who must tell that he don't trust him neither, you know. And a man stand up there and take that. A man stand up there and take that when a man say, me not trust nobody. And when you hear the DJ never sing them and say, they don't trust nobody. And what God alone they love. What kind of mentality that? But God alone you love. How you come to that? How you come to that? God alone you love. You don't know who's God. Who's God? Them say God is a spirit. And I can't tell them say you must worship God in the spirit and in truth. And them say God make you. So why you think say the God require you to love it? I don't know when I say it out of people I won't get vexed, but I'm not putting it in the male or the female. I say it. Why you feel say it requires you to love it? Because of where you grow up come here. And if you don't love it, you are doomed and damned. But you're up on the earth with millions of people, male and female, boys and girls. And you are singing at yourself, say, you don't trust no man. You don't trust no man. That's why I hold it for them, man. When you see them out, you don't see them with no man. Most of them, man, when you see a go out at night time, them not go out with a woman. But yet still them want to go out, go look at a woman. You understand? That means them have a woman, you know, only for them have a woman, you know. Woman they are in the yard, they look after them picnic. But so when them have a party, them no wrap them woman and run to them and I say, come darling, make a go out, go up. Them none of that. Them go to the boys. And then them go on like. And you see them turn up over the sun and 6, 7 man and dance together. It's madness. It's madness. One of the days when man and woman used to dance together. Together. That gone now. Man and dance and they have you don't love no man. You say you don't love no man and when you go dance, a pure man you dance with. We look on YouTube and TikTok. And you see the man them spread out in a line. We look on the music video there. Most of them, 99% of the music video there. The dancehall video them, it's pure man a dance with man. And every man a dance in unison. In unison, but me say, when you move your right foot, every man have to move your right foot. When you move your left foot, every man have to move your left foot. When you move your head, every man head have to go the same way like the other man. A joke. A joke business. So where the woman them there? The woman them gone on next corner and one have to for them own thing. And then you talk about, you know, you're not with man. You know, you watch a man and rethink these things. Time on rethink it. Because it may forget. Ignorant. Dark. Yeah. We don't have no sense of purpose. No sense of purpose. And we treat one another like nothing. Yeah. We have to wake up and live, man. Wake up and live because I don't see the man them live within the money thing. The more money you have, it's better you feel. Of course, the man, the more money you have, the more better you feel because you know say certain problems get alleviated when you have money. So a man couldn't fight against money. But when you decide, say, you're going to sing, say, money over woman. The way you can't come up with something there and stuff. I mean, in all my life, you never do say, you don't live to come here and man and sing fashion over style and all that something. You don't know what fashion is, I don't know what style is. Style is your personality. When you look, you have a certain personality, that is style. Fashion is where come and go and come and go. And everybody in the same fashion, design. But your style is your personality. I don't know how everybody twists around everything. Everybody twists around everything and please them up on a level. We have to understand levels, consciousness. Be aware. You understand? I don't make certain things overcome me. Because right now that is where they have to overcome with. And I won't leave probably now get caught. Won't leave probably get caught. And it's a plate, rare and lady and that thing say, but yeah, when the night morning again, I will start over the day. And if you do have certain things in your heart, if you do have certain things in your thought, you're going to come like a ship without rudder. Because I move with the storm and the wind and the wave and end up on a rock and broke up. That is what it is all about. We the people must understand how we're going to confront all of these things that is it.
3346. And let's continue with more here on Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington, and an opportunity perhaps to drop in another noteworthy message with information for our listeners. Hold on. Let's see. So this one, all right, here's another, well, a message. Here's another message. Ms. Delia, good day. What are some of the challenges for 2023 that would delay an appointment date for embassy after one has been documentarily qualified?
Backlogs, in a word, backlogs. That's a big part of it. Secondly, you can be documentarily qualified and your visa is available if your priority date is not yet current. So, two things you have to look out for. Once you're documentarily qualified, is your priority date current for the category that you're in? And two, if it is, then you have to wait for them to have an available opening to book it, to schedule you for an appointment.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Delia. And Julia B, I know, well, she's in New York. She's just saying hello, Durban and listeners. I hope all is well. I saw the Bob Marley movie One Love yesterday evening and I enjoyed it with the family. That's her message this afternoon. What can you share with us before we go, Ms. Delia?
Well, just to reiterate that if you're in business and you think you want to maybe open a business in the U.S., you want to transfer yourself, or if you're an entertainer and you think you'd want to work out of the U.S., try and just keep good records, document your discussions, your events that you're appearing at, save flyers and that sort of thing. If you're in business, make sure that you are documenting your transactions so that you can prove it. You know, what's the use of saying I've been running a place for 5 years, but you don't have any documentation, and at the same time go and register. Make sure that you're registered with a registrar of companies in Jamaica, that you are a qualified business due to operate, and that you have evidence of your longevity in the business.
All right, please forgive me for giving you another message, Miss Delia.
Sure.
This one says, good day, Mr. Malcolm. Love your diction always from I was a child. My interest is that my husband is 35 years my senior. We live and care for each other dearly. He travels when he's ready, but is uncomfortable traveling alone without me traveling with him to care for him throughout his stay there. I traveled there and visited relatives, but returned home in respect of the law. I am denied the visa 2 to 3 times after. What is the issue with us traveling together? We love each other and we do most things together. How can this be solved, please? Right now he wants to travel, but refrains because I can't travel with him. He is in his 80s.
Okay, well, she didn't say if he's a citizen or a green card holder. So if he's a citizen or a green card holder, they would expect him to file for her for a green card. If they're, so going in for a visitor's visa 2 or 3 times, if your husband is a citizen or a green card holder, they probably won't give her the visa because they think she's not going to come back. So we need some more explanation on that. But remember, I have to say this almost every day, that a visitor's visa is a privilege. It's not a right. And no matter how much you want it or think you want it, need it, or deserve it, the U.S. Embassy does not have to give it to you. So, every case has to be specific. So from the information given, the most I can say is that the lady is not entitled to a visa, even though she wants to travel with her husband to assist him. She also didn't say if he's a green card holder or a citizen, and that may have some bearing on why they won't issue a temporary visa. Okay?
Thanks a lot, Ms. Daly. We're pretty much out of time. I'll give you an opportunity just to leave the contact details and...
Sure.
Yes,
to
go ahead.
reach me in the U.S., it's 954-963-8555, 954-963-8555, to practice immigration law anywhere in the United States. And to reach me in Jamaica, it's 876-969-9666. That's 969-9666 or 925-0949. Thanks as always, Durban. Have a great week and we'll catch up.
Thank you too. Same to you. All the best.